Kristen Balboni, Thomas Davis, here with head coach Dave Canales. Coach, thank you so much for giving us so much of your time today.
You got it. Thanks for having me again.
All right, so we are going to talk Saints. Obviously not the way you wanted to start the season, but after that loss, what do you say to the guys in the locker room?
You really have to take a look before you watch the film. If I can just pick out the most obvious things that came out of the game, it was the critical variables of football. We turned the ball over 3 times. We gave up 12 explosives on defense. We got a punt blocked, and we had a big return. On 3rd down, we converted 3 out of 13, 3rd or 4th down. We gave up 54%. We were 1 for 2 in the red zone. They were 4 for 4. Those are the critical factors that lead to winning and losing in the NFL. So I just went right there and I said, guys, we got beat in all the critical areas. Let's clean that up. Let's get our football right so we can figure out who we are as a team and so we can grow from a schematic standpoint. And because of the position we put ourselves in, we were playing catch up, we were playing chase, and whenever you get in that, it takes us out of our flow offensively, and certainly defensively, we were on the field a lot.
Coach, they said when it rains, it pours, and after the game, news came out that we're going to be losing Derrick Brown to a meniscus injury. It's extremely tough to lose any of your players at this point in the season, but especially a player of Derrick's caliber. With his leadership and his style of play and what he brings to this football team, what are some of the ways that you guys are going to look to try to overcome his loss?
The guy embodies what we want Panthers football to look like. He doesn't care about the time of the game, the score of the game. He plays with everything he has the minute he's on the field the whole time, and he practices that way. He prepares that way. He's so focused and loves what we do so much. It's a huge loss for us. The leadership. He'll be with us. He'll be around. But I pointed to him, and I was able to talk to the team. I was able to talk to the guys that, look, Derrick's not going to be with us for a little while. But I want you all to know that this is the spirit of our football team right here. Whoever else steps into that role, we expect them to play with great fundamentals, to play with great finish. And we'll use a couple of guys to be able to rotate in there to play that spot, And the thing I challenged them with was also, you don't have to try to make the plays Derrick makes. Just do your job. Right. You don't have to try to replace what we lost. Just do your job, do your one piece, do your 1/11th, so we can play good solid football.
You mentioned at the start of the show the things that you wanted to see improved, whether it was 3rd down, takeaways, winning that turnover battle, explosive plays. Does this, looking on the bright side, does the game against the Saints almost give you a chance to reiterate all of those things and really preach it to the guys?
The gift of a game like that is that you get to just be really honest. You get to just look at it all, and the great part about our group is there wasn't any finger pointing on the sideline. There wasn't anybody turning on each other. We were just all saying, shoot, we all got stuff we got to clean up. I mean, to a man, coaches included. We got out-coached, we got outplayed, and so we have to take that personal. We have to use that as a motivating factor because I always want to make it about us. I never want to make it about the opponent. I will say this, the Saints played fantastic football, and they took advantage of the situation and they ran with it. But we have to turn into ourselves. We got to start with the people right in that room and just hit it brass tacks and just talk about it. And it really just gave me a chance to level with the guys, and so we can all be real, and to a person, coaches and players included, there was just a sense of accountability on Monday as we talked about the things, and that's the right stuff. That's the right character that you got to have if you want to continue to improve week to week.
Coach, so I was around a lot during training camp and during the OTA process, and I got to see Bryce start to look really comfortable in this offense. I didn't get to see that a lot on Sunday. So what is the message that you are delivering to Bryce Young after a game like Sunday? How are you going to continue to allow him to remain confident over the course of this season after performing the way that he did?
Yeah, it's about confidence, right? It's about trusting your experiences, trusting who you've been, and for Bryce, the cool part is he has a lot of great football in his life, certainly as he's grown up through it, high school, college ranks. In the NFL, he's got experiences, so he's seen things, so not a lot of these things are going to be new that he sees. Just lean on your experiences that you have, and let's create new ones. Let's learn what those concepts are that we can count on there were some good things that came out of the game. The fact that we had to throw it a little bit more at the end of the game, all those reps are valuable. They're so valuable for us to evaluate our team, to evaluate putting Bryce in his best foot, in his best shoes, to see what he does well, So we had to stay out there and play more football, and really continue to work on the chemistry we're looking for.